Hello. Hey, come with me on an adventure, okay? So the adventure is how to draw watercolor paper sketch to prep it and on a large scale. I mean 24 by 36. Well, maybe an inch from half an inch here, half an inch there. So really, I guess 23 by 35 by the time but this paper, this watercolor paper was a bit wonked. It wasn't quite 24 by 36. It was like 24 by a little bit more inches, centimeters on one end. But I don't know if you can see what I got on the paper here, but let's draw. In the upside down style. Yes, upside down. Now, you wonder why upside down? And I'll tell you why upside down. I'm just getting the basic right now. And I got my laptop right here just so I can look at the photograph my niece took. I put it onto my Facebook so I can maneuver it up and down a little better. Now let's scroll in. If I try to do that on my Chromebook, it would have wonky at me. Okay, now I'm doing this upside down. So right here, near this cliff, you see in some of the cliff. And so we're going to come in here with the little bitty edges and just trying to give little cracks and a little bit of a cliff that you can see, and you can barely see the top of it, but that one is a little bit of an upward thing going like that, and then it goes over to here and goes in and out with the vegetation. And then I'm not trying to get it to look exactly because it is a watercolor drawing going to be coming. I guess I really should take the eraser off. I ordered some more needed erasers. I do have needed erasers in some of my colored pencil, but they are kind of full, well used, old and sticky, and so I need to give some cracks here as well, and some of this is coming down towards the end, so get it closer so I can see it. Hard time seeing it. So I just want to have a visual idea of what this has. A little bit of a notchy down here. And it goes down to here. And there's some areas for little bushes in here. And some cracks going up into it. A couple of cracks. Like I said, I'm not going to try to get it exact. Matter of fact, I'm going to darken my pencil lines before I erase it all. And that might not make any sense. Now this edge has a little bit of a vegetation area. So here and here. On to the next thing. Now, I thought when I was looking at it that this vegetation in here in this point really made it almost look like a heart, but so we're gonna just come in. I don't want to make it look like that. Whoops, using my eraser. Okay, it'll be fine. Okay, don't use this eraser on this pencil. It's gonzo. It comes up to a little bit of a... I don't want it to look like a boob. Anyway, bring it out a little bit to reinforce the idea of heart. There. And then another cliff coming up next to it. Coming like here. And we're going to come down here. And then this one goes along here. Up with vegetation. And back with cliff. And some more over here where the water is coming inland a little bit further. Oh, right here is where the water is coming in at a little inlet. And some vegetation right here. And the water is creeping around in this area here, right at where the cliff is starting. So, give that area a little bit of, let's see, a little bit of water. Not quite got it. That's what you do when you're tracing, when you're not tracing, I mean I don't trace. When you're drawing, I'm trying to say draw, and it's coming out trace. Watercolor paper's too dark to trace anyway, so you have to draw. So that's a little bit of water right there. And when I get down to this end, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off and just give you a little peek of the start of this next watercolor painting. And come here, this is where this inlet is coming in at, right there. And that's a little bit of landmass coming down. And then now let's get some more cliffs going. Cliff here. Coming up. It looks like it's got a little boot connecting towards the bottom across the next little one, which is more of a big triangular with little things, with little cracks, of course. Lots of little cracks in this one. I need to bring that taller. I took the eraser off because it wouldn't stay on. There we go. Got that cliff there. Coming up here to this. Little crack there. A little smaller little crack. Cracks all around it. Get that point a little bit different. And I'm going to connect them. Because they are slightly connected. Going to move this down. So we're starting with another cliff coming here. I guess I can't get it any larger. Got to move the thing where I can see it better. Are those where the bushes were? Now remember, I'm looking at this upside down. Okay, so here we're here with this triangular one. Right beside the triangular one comes another little, well, That's part of it. And up here. Design it. Yes, I'm drawing upside down. Drawing upside down. Lots of little big cracks. Could be cracks, crevices, and even vegetation. Let's see. Over here. Pull it up here. Okay. Yes, right here. Along that line. A little crack here. And then it go in a little right past. Oh, got that off a little. Okay, see. Right there. Oh, above the dip. Okay. There's the crack. Taller little cliff. A little nudgy of a vegetation and a crack. And we're going to continue to look at this other part of it coming over here lower than that area. That's a little squarish. It's round but squarish. I'm just not going to worry about the little parts. I'm just going to get the rough idea. Up down near the edge of that. Oh, it's going in that direction. It's at an angle. And connected to this is the next cliff coming in. And it's going, it looks like there's a little eye. Round little vegetation in the middle of that cliff. When I was drawing the small one, I didn't try to get this kind of detail. I really didn't have enough room to. Okay, so this one here lines up with the edge of this right there. So this cliff goes here. More cliffs. Big old gap. Smaller little gaps. Lots of little crevices. Start swooping in this way. And connects right there. A little big gap up in the cliff of vegetation and crack. At the edge of here, the base down here is a swirly little swoop of a crack of vegetation. Widened that area just a little bit. Okay, now I got that part of it upside down. Now, to get the inlet, I need to come down here. The water coming in. And the landmass going swoopy. Water going in and out. I'll worry about those rocks later. At some point, it starts angling back out. Okay, now the fun part about this is I'm not trying to be exact on this thing for Cliffs from Ireland, so I'm going to work on the rest of the details later, and maybe you get to see a little bit of me drawing this. I'll work on this later, because it won't be long before 4 o'clock gets here. So I'm going to continue working on my sketch and go into where I'm not doing it upside down, because I think I've done as much upside down as I can. Maybe I need to get some grassy areas along here. Grassy areas right there, and where you can't see. I'm telling you what I'm doing instead. Some darker and lighter values of the grass. Connect it there. I like that on Facebook I can actually zoom in. So basically this cliff, the angle of this cliff has like it's at an inlet. And anyway, I'm done with the upside down part for now. So, bye now.